Really interesting issue out of the weekend is the Matthew Richardson matter in the race down at Cardinia Park, and here is what happened. A provocateur in the crowd.
Yeah, well, I mean, that kid motioned to go to him first. This is the classic moron football supporter, still mouthing off. Now, look, you can never substantiate somebody giving somebody a slap over the ear, but geez, if I had been standing behind him in the crowd, I'd have cuffed that kid over the ear.
Absolutely. I mean, it's okay. I mean, you've been in that position. It's all right for us to take the high moral ground on this one, and he shouldn't have reacted. That's true. But speaking personally, I know what I would have done.
Left hand of the boy when Richardson comes back. He goes to lay a hand on Richo first. So look, Richo's come back, and obviously.
But he got
if he wasn't there...
He got nice and brave after Richo walked back up the race.
Oh, he's like the little dog on the other side of the fence, yapping. You open the gate and it runs
I noticed
off.
Actually the Black Bomber was having a quiet word to him afterwards and seems to be...
See, there it goes first.
Yeah, he doesn't get brave until the security men come to hold him back. That's when he gets brave.
Now, look, having given him a big spray, players surely have to be able to cop what comes their way verbally, don't they?
That is fair enough during the course of the game, but there are too many people in our society that thinks the bounds of morally sound behaviour are thrown out the window because there is a wire fence which comes up to there, and you're here, I can say anything I want to. Morally, you think the people think everything's thrown out the window. It's not. You're still a human being. You're standing there. I'm here, and there's a wire fence there. What gives me the right to insult you? No end in a slanderous fashion. It is ridiculous. That kid deserved it.
More, Dermot, since I've been on this show. Very eloquently put.
Well, the Australian Cricket Board cracked down hard on Merv Hughes when he reacted to someone in the crowd.
He had a weapon, though.
He did, which he whacked into an advertising.
What's the recourse for that young lad, though? I mean, he surely could he be charged in the legal term?
Well, he can't really, because I mean, it's every football supporter's right to go along and make a fool of himself.
He outed from the ground.
But in all seriousness, I reckon the club ought to be at least making an attempt to find out who it was, and at the very least have a stern word in his ear.
Well, we'll give them another identikit picture of the culprit in the crowd.
Comes back to the racial vilification thing. I mean, the crowds have to be educated in that every bit as much as the players, and it's a similar deal here.
But players have to be educated to ignore it, surely.
Yeah, but once again, I mean, the heat of the battle is out, and you're insulting. So that, to me, that's like a situation. If you walk out of this studio tonight and somebody's standing out the front, there's probably people at home right now looking at my head saying, geez, I hate that Bert, he's a mongrel and all that. And you could be right, but if I walk out past them in 5 minutes' time and they walk past me and there's nothing between us, no medium of media, and they do the same thing, it's fair game.
Don't think anyone would do it to you, Dermy. Too nice a bloke.
It's a couple.
Let's get a quick reaction from Richmond football manager Brian Waldron today on this matter.
Yeah, now we spoke to him today, and obviously he's pretty disappointed with his reaction to what happened, and obviously, you know, he'd regret that reacting like he did, and he's got to understand that just comes with being a league player and a high-profile player at that.
What does the club think about that? Is that the end of it as far as the club's concerned?
Oh, certainly. I think the bigger issue is what happens with the race down there. Obviously, it's an exposed race, and whether it be Matthew Richardson or a reserves player in any team, I think being exposed and so close to the crowd is a problem down there, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Having looked at it, they've spent that much money on the stand. It's a terrific facilities, but they've missed that bit.
Yeah, I went to the MCG yesterday and had a look at their setup over there, and there is protection everywhere else, I think, and certainly you come up with Subiaco where they can be fairly vocal and you have got protection there. So I think Geelong and the AFL will look at that, and I mean, still in the end the players have to be responsible enough to just, you know, let those sort of incidents go by, but I think for the good of the game they probably need to put up some protective barrier there.
Let me up.
Neil Baum with Brian Waldron today. It wasn't the bloke in the crowd, it was the race that was at fault.